All right, so let's get right into this. So I decided to combine two decodes here to just get the information out like this. As you know, I'm super caught up. I have decodes on deck. Just yesterday, I did the Master P, Tatiana Miller, his daughter, covered her passing just after the 3-year anniversary. Go check that live out. And we have two trending stories here. We have the Florida Panthers versus the Edmonton Oilers in the Stanley Cup Final in the NHL. Brad Marchand, the character highlighted in this Game 2 victory with the overtime goal. And we have rookie Lexi Held is what she goes by. Her name's Alexa Held, but she goes by Lexi Held in the WNBA, as we're still young in the season, as she has a big game here to take out the Golden State Valkyries. Okay, and here's I'm going to show you the articles. You see right here, Marchand scores in second OT, which is overtime. Panthers beat Oilers 5-4 in Game 2 to even the Stanley Cup Final. And, you know, obviously this is like the championship series. Who's going to win the Stanley Cup in the NHL? Here's the other story. Rookie Lexi Held scores a season-high 24 points as the Mercury close on an 18-1 run to beat the Valkyries by 9 points, 86-77. The Mercury have played a game since then. Okay, so that game was Thursday, June 5th, with the victory over the Valkyries. Notice how the Valkyries had 77 points. And it looks like Saturday, 2 days ago, they had another game and they lose, scoring 77 points against Seattle. Today will be Game 3, Oilers versus Panthers in the Stanley Cup Final, as you see right there. Okay, so let me let's add this. And I'm going to show you this overtime goal by Marchand. So we kind of know what I'm talking about here, okay? You know, an overtime goal, this is huge. Let me share. All right, let's take a look at this. Take a look at this overtime goal here. All right, so you're going to see, look at Marchand here. He's got, look at this, a clear path to the net. You see these two Oilers closing in on him. I don't know how clear this will come off in the live. You see him with the puck there. You see the Edmonton guy reaching in. All right, and it looks like he goes a little bit on like a backhand there. And it squeaks into the net. Oop, and you see it squeak in. I don't know if it went between the goalie, between his legs or around him, but it sneaks in. You see him celebrating. You see Edmonton sad. You see number 63 Marchand right here. Boom. It looks like it went around the goalie, around his left pad, and the goal. Okay. So let me add this. Now let's get into this breakdown. So you see right here, second overtime in game 2, and it's a rematch of the Stanley Cup Final. That was last year. So a rematch. So that's 2, right? They played last year in the Stanley Cup Final. So this is number 2. And it's game 2. And he scores in the second overtime, Brad Marchand. And it's his second goal of the night. He came from the Boston Bruins. Played for the Bruins. Boston Bruins. B is the second letter of the alphabet. BB. Look at how Florida Panthers equals 166. ABC 123 cipher. The game is on 6-6. You see that? Remember, trending also, Taylor Swift bought back her first 6 albums. And there's another 6 too. I just can't think of it trending. Remember there was a flamethrower incident? I think originally they said 6 people were burned. I think that was the story originally, if I'm not mistaken. This number 6 follows Brad Marchand. And remember, he was a member of the Boston Bruins. Look at Bradley Marchand, 66 in reduction. I pulled this from the Milan Lucic breakdown I did on Math 2 Con 2, Puppets on Strings. Bradley's got the B like Boston Bruins. B the second letter. And at that time, he was age 36 at the time of the Milan Lucic breakdown. You see it right there? He's actually 37 right now, but I pulled this slide from that breakdown. Look at his teammate. That was the Milan Lucic breakdown in Boston. Milan Lucic, born in the 6th month. So his birthday was 2 days ago from as I speak right now. He's 37 as well, but they were 36 at the time of that breakdown. Brad Marchand, look at on the left, plays against the Devils. And that, in history, look at that. His 666th career game was against the Devils, and he had 666 penalty minutes. Devils, 666. The 6 follows the character. We're in the 6th month right now. Even Lucic was, look, NHL entry draft 2006. Look at the date, June. Remember, Marchand was a member of the Boston Bruins. The original 6 era began its quarter-century run with the NHL comprised of 6 teams. The Bruins, one of them. Look at on the bottom, each season from 42 to 43 through 1966, 67. Remember Lucic's birthday, 6-7. The Bruins have won the Stanley Cup 6 times. This is all from the Milan Lucic breakdown. That's over on Math2Con2 Puppets on Strings. That link is on this channel on the homepage. And they had this smoke billowing from fires in downtown Vancouver during this riot on the evening of June, again the 6th month, June 15th, 2011, in the downtown core of Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. A riot broke out almost immediately after the conclusion of the Boston Bruins' victory over the Vancouver Canucks in Game 7 of the finals. So you see how the number 6 follows the character. Now let's get to this game. Game 2. Notice how Marchand, 35 and 46 in the language. OT, he scores. OT equals 35. Overtime equals 46. Oilers has 84 in the reverse cipher. You see how the cipher breaks down. Reverse with the alphabet. 84 Oilers. Victory over the Oilers. Remember, Game 3 today. Marchand's second goal of the night. 8:04 into the second OT. Like 84. They beat the Oilers. Oilers equals 84. This goal after Florida, look, Marchand's second goal of the night, 8:04 into the second OT, allowed Florida to escape with the split, 1-1 in the series, after Corey Perry tied it with 17.8 seconds left in the third period. Edmonton Oilers equals 178. You see the ordinal breakdown. A is 1, B is 2, C is 3. Even Stanley Cup Finals, 62, Marchand, 62. It's all with the language. He even has that 63 on his jersey. Remember, there's like a 666, 36 theme going on with the character. Remember the New Jersey Devil game, 666 games, 666 penalty minutes. This game was 26 days after his May 11th birthday. And remember, the game was on 6/6 last Friday. Notice how 26 days after his birthday? That's the same as 3 weeks, 5 days. Look over on the right. And remember, Marchand equals 35. OT equals 35. This is his new team. Marchand. The Panthers. Panthers has 115 in the reverse cipher. That's his birthday. 115, the 11th day of the 5th month. Even Brad Marchand has 51, the same numbers. You like that breakdown? You like that breakdown? Now we're going to go to the Lexi Held breakdown. And again, we'll see what happens with Game 3 today with Florida and Edmonton tied up at 1. Let's go over here. Right? Are we good? You like this so far? Rookie Lexi Held scores season high 24 points as Mercury close on an 18-1 run to beat the Valkyries 86-77. Phoenix trailed 76-68 with 4:04 remaining. Held put the Mercury ahead 77-76 with 1:11 remaining on a deep three-pointer after Golden State went 1 for 2 at the free throw line. Sabally rebounded her own miss. That's Satou Sabally, who had 19 points, 7 rebounds and 5 assists. Sabally rebounded her own miss and put it in while being fouled. Sabally made the free throw for a 3-point play and an 80-77 advantage. See who Sabally is. Here's Sabally. Number right there. Right? So I guess she's one of the other characters here for the Phoenix Mercury. Now we're going to look at some highlights. Lexi Held.
Kind of drop.
And again, I'm not sure how footage will come up, but we're still going to take a look, okay? So this is her with the ball right here. And, you know, remember this was like a comeback for the victory. So you see they're down by 6 there early. Now look, you could tell she's going to get the ball back here. You see that? Now she's wide open. The other players are like, duh, what do I do? And she's going to nail this shot. Remember, this was from June 5th, Thursday. She nails that shot, okay? Here she is with another shot. Again, she finds her way to be semi-open there. Look, she's got an open look. She nails it. I mean, that's going to happen with the open look, right? There's a little I don't know if that's the same one, but bam. Easy money, right? Now let's get another look here at another play. All right, so I think she got the assist there. Here she is with the ball. So you see like a pick being set up here. And, you know, it's obvious what's going to happen next. Bam. Little bit better defense there, but it doesn't matter. She nails it. So, just so we can get a little bit of a look at this character, now we can go to the breakdown. Now, this is interesting. We're getting a lot of Arizona energy right now on the world stage. I have this breakdown coming up on video right here. Arrest made in the theft of instruments stolen from the rock band Heart at New Jersey venue. Remember, Heart, like love. Arizona's got the Valentine birthday. That's why Arizona's popping up a lot of stories right now. Remember Sean Diddy Combs trending. His character stage name, they'll show Sean Love Combs, Sean Diddy Combs. His last album was Love, the Love album, Off the Grid. Remember, it's Pride Month, like love. And also, if we go over here, we just had, was it the day leaving, or was it the 142nd day of the year was recently? Oh, not really. Not really recently. Well, not long ago, right? $522. Look, 522. Yeah, that wasn't long ago. May 22nd was the 142nd day of the year. Remember Arizona's birthday and Valentine's Day, the 14th day of the second month. But we've had, remember Love Island also. Love Island season 7 just kicked off. And Lexi Held has the number 7 on her jersey. Look at that. June 3rd, Love Island 7. Lexi Held got the 7 on her jersey. Remember, they pick up the victory. The Valkyries, the team they beat, scores 77. And the Mercury follow up this game, losing their next game, and they score 77 in that loss. Look at that. Shout out to, and look at that 63. 6-3. That's the number on Brad Marchand's jersey with the other breakdown we just did. Shout out to Richard West, decodes as well. I think he brought up Love and Hip Hop is popping right now. I think. I know Richard has been talking about Love and Hip Hop. Maybe there's not a new season, but Richard brought it up for a reason. Well, look at the first episode date there. That's March 6th in 2011. So look at the love connection there. Look at that. There's that love connection. Let me make it bigger. It's all with the language, okay? And you can check out the Master P breakdown, RIP to his daughter. Master P M, Brad Marchand M, Mercury, all of this stuff is trending, and it doesn't matter what the year. It's this time. It's the time of the year, I guess. Brad Marchand's birthday is May 11th. Look, Love and Hip Hop, March 6th, 2011. That's season 1 until May 2nd, 2011. He wears the 63, like the 6th day of the 3rd month, until May 2nd. 9 days before his birthday, 2011. His birthday's on the 11th. So look at how all of this stuff hits. Even Love and Hip Hop, he had the teammate Lucic with the L that we went over earlier. So shout out to Richard. He brought that up for another reason, but you see how it still hits. Back over here. So Heart trending, like Love. Remember Roger Fisher, one of the founders of the band Heart. Oh, man. And this live's hitting before I drop that video. So here's just a little sneak peek. Don't forget Milan Lucic was drafted 50 overall in the draft. This guy born in 50. Look how all this stuff hits. Look at Roger Fisher. So you're getting a little sneak peek into this video I'm about to drop here. Hopefully I don't have too many slides there to give away, but that's okay. Remember, Heart's instruments stolen in New Jersey, trending. He's got the Valentine birthday. You know, and again, this is why we're getting a lot of these trending stories with Arizona right now, with that energy, with the Love thing with Diddy. You see right there, the Love album Off the Grid, Love Like Heart, Valentine connection with Arizona. Oh, and I got the Love Island slide right there. We just had this trending, and this wasn't just locally in Arizona. Suns have a new coach. This connects to Jordan Love as well. Because their new coach, his name is Jordan Ott, the Phoenix Suns. Remember Arizona, the Valentine birthday. Their new coach, Jordan Ott, they chose over Johnny Bryant. Bryant and Jordan, come on. But Jordan Ott makes you think of Jordan Love. Love again like Heart. Shout out to Richard West. He's the one who caught that before, you know, I thought about it. Right? So you see how all of this stuff comes together? And look at that, down to 2 candidates. Remember Marchand, Game 2 Stanley Cup Finals, scores in the second overtime, his second goal, and it's a rematch between the two teams the second time. Right? You think about Jordan Love and Aaron Rodgers is trending, connected to the Packers. Jordan Love, QB in Green Bay. Pittsburgh trending with Aaron Rodgers signing the 1-year deal. So, okay, now we're on to this breakdown, right? You see rookie Lexi Held scores a season-high 24 points against the Golden State Valkyries. Golden State Valkyries, 244. Ordinal, like 24. Look at these number connections. Golden State syncs up with Phoenix, Arizona. 175. 122, Golden State like Valkyries. Look at the 41 as well. Mercury's got 41. Lexi's got 58 like Golden State. She has this big game against the Valkyries. Phoenix Mercury 86 in the language. Mercury 86. They score 86 points. Remember, yesterday was the 8th day of the 6th month, as this is still trending. But remember, this game was from Thursday. So, Thursday the 5th. So you see how that still hits. And what is the Mercury's record so far? Remember, they had a loss after this game. They're 4th in the WNBA. They lose to the Storm, and this was Saturday. The Mercury are 6-4 now. And their next game will be June 11th. Is that true? It looks like their next game, from what I see here, maybe I'm misreading it, but look at their next game, June 11th, against the Wings. That's what I see there. That is Diana Taurasi's birthday, who just retired, former player of the Mercury. And that game's against, is Paige Becker's, is she injured? I don't know. But that's Paige Becker's team. Right? And we'll see what kind of career she's going to have. So back over here. I mentioned earlier the Valkyries lose this game to the Mercury. Valkyries kind of has that V like Valentine's too, huh? Like the love thing going on. Heart. 7 on the jersey. Lexi Held. No coincidence with the big game. The Valkyries score 30, or they score 77 like 7. And remember the follow-up game. The game after this, Saturday or whatever, remember they lose scoring 77. An 18-1 run to beat the Valkyries in this comeback. 181 is the 42nd prime number. Arizona equals 42. I sure hope I'm good on the mic. I appear to be good. Look at that, 181. Remember, Arizona, the Grand Canyon State. Grand Canyon equals 181. Grand Canyon State equals 181. ASU, Arizona State University, in Tempe, Arizona. Tempe, Arizona equals 181. Again, the 42nd prime number. And Arizona equals 42. Add up the total score, 163 points. The 38th prime number, Lexi Held, equals 38 in reverse reduction. This game was 48 days. Or excuse me, Valentine's Day, 48, and that's the Arizona birthday. Lexi Held's birthday is 48 days before the Arizona birthday. That's her last birthday, December 28th. 48 days before Arizona's birthday. Isn't that amazing? And Arizona is the 48th state. Her birthday has 48 and 84 date numerology. Arizona equals 84. Her birthday is also 2 days before LeBron James. LeBron L, Lakers L, Lexi L. She goes by Lexi. but it's Alexa. And if you're there, don't go anywhere. Wait until you see this last connection that I will have here at the end, which proves once again these characters are scripted together. She also has this big game here that's popping up under images. I don't know if this was in college or where this was. But look, she had this big 48-point game. Whatever that was, the images are all over when you look on images in her name. So she's known for that 48-point game that she had even. You see that? And again, 6 weeks, 6 days is the same as 48 days. Her last birthday, 48 days before Arizona's birthday. That's the same as 6 weeks, 6 days. And this was trending Friday, one day after the game on 6/6. And you know, that all cycles back around, connects to the Brad Marchand breakdown with all the sixes over there. And that Oiler game in the Stanley Cup Final was on 6/6. Even Golden State, they have this star player, Veronica Burton. Veronica V, Valkyries V, Valentine's birthday for Arizona V. Alexa Held equals 45. In reverse reduction, Arizona's birthday, their last birthday. The 45th day of the year. I mean, if you couldn't tell by now, I'm out here in Arizona if you didn't know. Here's that. Look, this is what I was telling you. Look at the language. Lexi Held. The whole time I'm thinking, damn, that makes me think of Buddy Hield, NBA. I think I don't know if he's still playing. I think he's still playing. Look at that. Hield, Held, Buddy, Lexi. Their birthdays 11 days apart. Notice how Buddy Hield at one point, if I don't know if he still does, at one point played for the Kings, Queens, Hearts. Remember, we have a heart love theme going on the world stage, trending everywhere. Kings makes you think of LeBron King James. Lexi Held's birthday 2 days before LeBron. Look at the 24 on Buddy Hield's jersey. Remember, 24 points in this game for Lexi Held against the Valkyries. Arizona equals 42, remember? Fake world. You like that? Okay. So I hope you enjoyed. Right? Pretty awesome, huh? So yeah, it's showing that the Mercury's next game will be on Diana Taurasi's birthday, former member of the Mercury who's now retired. Some consider the greatest ever WNBA. I think she's the all-time leading scorer in the WNBA. So that's what they're saying. Their next game is June 11th against the Dallas Wings, Arizona Air Wings. We'll see what happens in that game. And the Oilers, again, will be playing today at, it says 5 p.m. I don't know what time zone or whatever, but game 3 today. Oilers, now they're traveling, they're in Florida to take on Brad Marchand. So I hope you enjoyed these combined lives here. Marchand scores in second OT. Panthers beat Oilers 5-4 in game 2 to even the Stanley Cup Final. And rookie Lexi Held scores season-high 24 points as Mercury close on an 18-1 run to beat the Valkyries 86-77. There's always more, okay? But that's these two breakdowns in a nutshell. Two birds, one stones. I could call the breakdown, I could title this that. Two birds, one stone. So shout out to y'all. I appreciate everybody. Appreciate being able to do this no matter where this is going, where this is headed. It's my hobby. So I enjoy it. I appreciate it. I respect it. Shout out to y'all. Until next time, peace.